The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida. I am Justin. Who is this beautiful girl to my right?
I don't know. Who am I?
You tell me. You tell them.
I'm Makaila.
Hi, Makaila. How are you? Let me put her on the spot. Watch this. When I say innovative, what do you think?
Creative.
Oh, that was really good. I like that.
What do you think, Justin?
I think innovative, like someone.
That's
like,
the word you just said. You got to use another.
I don't know. When I think innovative, I think innovative. I don't really have another word for it.
It's because you're not as creative or innovative as you should be.
That's very well done. You'd think this was almost scripted. That was so good. I tried to catch you off guard. I didn't do a great job of it. Here's what we're going to do today, and I'm really excited about this. We're going to hit the best innovative businesses in all of Central Florida, including watching her ride an electric bike. Or almost not ride it. Wait till you see this. It's going to be amazing.
I did great.
We're going to
That was my first time.
Talk about how to save money monthly on your house and so much more to hit today. I'm super excited about this show. Are you ready?
I am.
Here's what we're going to do, a very quick break. When we return, the best innovative businesses in all of Central Florida. I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're in debt and find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com today.
The Best of Central Florida, Makaila's Choice, is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Talking about all things innovative here on this episode of Best of Central Florida, and innovative is the woman next to me. She is the Vice President of Renewal by Andersen of Marketing. Vice President of Marketing. You know, you should just take over the whole thing because you're so great, Chelsea.
She already said it. Might as well take over.
I know, right? But I mean, Renewal by Andersen is just.
You know how sometimes you say that I man crush on somebody?
Yeah.
I feel like you girl crush
on Chelsea. How
really
could I not?
No, that's how I feel.
She's literally in like a male-dominated industry.
Cool,
she's crushing it.
But she's super cool.
Well, she's my girl crush, so back off, buddy.
Done.
But Chelsea, I mean, Renewal by Andersen, you guys are saving people money. You're making our homes beautiful, and you're doing it with a smile on your face constantly.
I love it. Renewal by Andersen's amazing. I've been around the brand it's been probably about 25 years, and just really watching innovation, watching how beautiful and the curb appeal that our beautiful windows and doors can make a difference. And that's all about making a difference.
Absolutely. And I mean, so I just got my first home, as you know, and windows are so important. I'm very big into big open spaces, and you guys have that. One of the things that we were chatting about before we started here, we were talking about how I have this window. She needs a little bit of help, but you're saying I don't have to do all my windows in one go. I can kind of pick and choose.
Absolutely, because maybe not all the windows are failing, and you can take a phased approach. Take care of the windows that you know have needs, and then from there you'll begin to understand what other ones need more help. And it's not so overwhelming for you.
Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things that I love is I'm very picky. So like when I want things, don't make that. I heard you like. I heard a little noise.
I was gonna laugh louder, but I was trying to be nice.
It was subtle. No, but with the windows, one of the things I love, especially with HOAs, you know, he talks a lot about HOA related things. I can have a different color window on the inside than the outside. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So every one of our products is custom made. So not only just is it pulled from some warehouse and then updated, no, it's custom made for you. So if you wanted a beautiful chic interior frame and an exterior white because of HOA rules, you can do that. You can have different hardware, you can have different glass types. It is up to you because it's custom made right here in the US in Minnesota.
Absolutely. No, I love that. And one of the other things is, especially as we enter hurricane season, it gets a little bit crazy. And I know I'm nervous, especially to see how these windows do during that first storm when we eventually get that. Tell me about the safety with your windows.
Not only is it safe, but it's 2 times stronger than any product out there. So it allows that glass space to be more expansive than any other product out there because Fibrex is so strong. So it really allows you to feel safe, have the views that you want, but also have the custom nature of our product.
So let's say, someone comes out from Renewal by Andersen to my house and they're like, Makaila, like this window, I mean, how do I know if it's made out of that Fibrex material? It's probably not if it's not from you guys, right?
Correct. We're the only product or only company that can provide the Fibrex product from Renewal by Andersen. So most likely, if it's not from us, you don't have Fibrex, but definitely they'll walk through the process with you. They'll give you an education, and I think the best thing is they listen. And they're designers, they know exactly what you need, and then you can ask all the questions and feel comfortable with the process.
Absolutely. God knows I'll have a lot of questions. And one of the other things, were you going to say something? Because I heard you.
Sorry. Thank you for allowing me one question. It's very, very thoughtful of you. I think what people don't understand, though, is that they don't know if they need windows or not, number one. And then if they do, they have no idea what they need. With Renewal by Andersen, there's no real salespeople. Really, it's a design consulting process to help me through this process.
Absolutely, and they're well trained and they understand not only the building code aspect, but what is egress? What do we need to do in this particular case? And oftentimes, that is a very overwhelming process for most homeowners. And we want to make sure to take that overwhelming feeling away. It's all about delighting our customer, taking them through a process of signature service so they understand this is what the need is. I want to make sure that I'm doing right the first time.
Oh. Well, Renewal by Andersen, truly keeping it innovative. Love having you on, Chelsea, my girl crush. Sorry, Justin, but
thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, do yourself a favor and check out Renewal by Andersen.
Welcome to our house. So literally, this is our home. We love it. We just bought it recently, and you'll never guess what happened as soon as we bought it. The worst thing possible.
The worst thing ever.
I'll show you. Dead. Absolutely dead as a doornail. No AC whatsoever. We live in Florida. This is a problem.
It's a major problem.
However, remember we had Old Ash on the show recently, and what did they tell us?
That they could help.
That they could help. And they said the only place to turn is Duquesne, and that's exactly what we've done, thank goodness. Old Dash told us Duquesne is the way to go when it comes to air conditioning systems now, and obviously it is. The price point, unbelievable. The 10-year warranty, unbelievable. And our electricity bill, it's been driving me crazy lately, is going to go down substantially. I'm super excited about that. And we get a tax credit as well for this year because we bought the unit this year.
I love it.
Got to go Duquesne.
Absolutely. We're going to take you to the install now. So we are here outside getting our Duquesne Lynx heat pump system installed. I'm super excited. I mean, I think this is going to be a game changer for us.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to save us money. There's a 10-year warranty on it. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
So we're good for 10 years no matter what.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, parts, the whole shebang.
I love it.
So I can't wait. I mean, I know I've been missing the AC in the house.
I know, I've heard a lot about that.
Yeah, my hair's just been, so this.
Your mood?
Thank you. Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm just being
honest. It's all
honest.
going to be fixed tonight.
Okay.
Thanks to our new system.
The Best of Central Florida, People's Choice, is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
You have spoken, the people have spoken, and what a great choice you made for People's Choice for Best Innovative Business. So happy to be here at FLAUNT Electric Bicycles, joined by Kevin Mount. Kevin, happy to be here, a little bit scared because she's about to mount an electric bicycle for the very first time. I'm scared to death, actually. For her, I'm gonna be fine. I haven't been on an e-bike either.
Are you trying to call me clumsy?
Yes,
I'm
100%. That's exactly what I've done here.
This is a perfect bike for me.
This place is awesome. The bikes are awesome. For someone who has not been on an electric or e-bike, describe that type of bike to these people.
Yeah, so electric bikes give you the ability to really go farther distances and cover more ground. And if you have any sort of injuries or any sort of disabilities, it'll obviously help you with that. It allows you. It also helps. Take cars off the road. So to run errands around town, you might hop on your electric bike if you live in an area where you could do that as opposed to taking the car. And really the way that works is the bikes are, they come with a battery, of course, and some programming and some different components that help send the signals to the different parts of the bike, which eventually go to the motor and tell the motor to accelerate. And you have the ability to control whether you're going to use pedal assist for a high speed or a low speed. So really you can kind of cruise at whatever speeds you want. We also have throttles on our bike. So if you got tired of pedaling or you didn't want to pedal at all, you don't have to. You can just hit the throttle.
Right here in
That's
downtown.
perfect for you.
Which one?
The part where you don't have to pedal.
See, this is where she tries to talk trash back to me, and she didn't do a very good job of it. I agree with you, Kevin. So down here, you got me thrown off now, too. Downtown New Smyrna Beach. You've been changing lives here in downtown New Smyrna Beach for a while. It's not just sales, it's rentals as well. But what I've noticed is when someone comes in here for the first time, buys an electric bike, they don't come back to you and say, oh, wow, I'm having a great time. It truly is life-changing for these people. How does it change their lives?
Yeah, so we've had people tell us that for the first time in their lives, they're able to go out and do activities and things with their partners where and maybe a traditional bicycle wouldn't allow them to do. So it's really allowed people to sort of find common interests together because it's as challenging or not challenging as you'd like. So. It gives people, the ability to do things like ride 20 miles when, typically they wouldn't be able to do that maybe on a regular bike.
Yeah, especially being in a beach town like New Smyrna Beach, having a bike does make a big difference too. You must hear people say they don't get their cars out for days or weeks at a time.
It's true. When I don't really use my car that often unless I have to go somewhere to drop off bikes or run to the warehouse, things like that. But when I'm home, especially, the car is parked. And if I have to go do anything, run to the grocery store, get anything kind of small or anything I can carry on my bike, I'm typically taking the bike instead of the car.
These bikes last for a very long time, but like any other bike, there are issues that are going to pop up. You need new tires. How do you handle stuff like that here too?
Yeah, so if you're a local customer, you have the ability of coming right into our front door if you have any issues or need anything for your bike. We also service other companies' bikes as well. So it's not just ours, it's just that our customers certainly get much better treatment and a little bit better pricing. But for our customers that are out of state, first thing we ask them to do is call us with any issues you might have. We're gonna try to figure it out over the phone with you. We can maybe help the customers diagnose and actually fix their bikes on their own. Some of it's very simple. And then other items that might be a little bit more difficult, we'll call around to bike shops in their area and we'll find one that's qualified and competent enough to do the task.
The old saying goes, it's just like riding a bike. When you haven't done something for a while, they say, it's like riding a bike. However, when you transition from a regular bike, like we've all ridden since we were 4 or 5 years old, to an e-bike, it is different. And I think maybe some people are a little bit nervous or scared of making that transition. Is it way more difficult to ride an e-bike, or is it just like riding a bike?
It really is just like riding a bike. There's maybe a little bit of a learning curve that first day where you have to get used to the assistance that it comes with. But it is really just like riding a bike. Yeah. And maybe even easier because you'll be able to go farther.
Exactly.
This place is awesome. As soon as I walked in, I kind of fell in love here.
I know,
with
and they
FLAUNT.
have so many things. I mean, between like the tires and the products, the accessories. I mean, you really have it all.
Yeah.
We actually really pride ourselves on that because if you wanted to buy an electric bike online, chances are you will get the tires that they choose and the components that they choose, and we offer incentives and lots of different options for the customers to really style their bikes to their own unique style.
Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome, brother. This place is amazing. I can't wait to get out there. You ready to go?
I am. I'm excited.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get mounted up on an e-bike here at FLAUNT. Do yourself a favor, by the way. If you are visiting New Smyrna Beach, you've got to check out FLAUNT. The place is awesome. Whether it's to buy or rent, this is the place to go. Quick break. Best of Central Florida continues. ...2023 has come and gone. I know on your list of things to do was get my roof inspected. You see leaks coming in, or your roof has just gotten old. 2024 is the year to do that. One place to turn. It's my good friends at Universal Roof and Contracting, joined by Justin and Corey. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. You too.
Thanks for having us.
You did my roof last year, and they did such a great job. QR code is here on the screen, by the way. If you have any roof leaking, or if your roof is old, you need to have someone look at it today. You're not just roofers, you're general contractors, which really saved the day on my house. What difference does that make?
A huge difference. It makes us a one-stop shop. If there's anything on a structural level or anything beyond the roof line that needs to be handled as a point of doing the roof, we can actually handle that circumstance in real time with real solutions and not have you to take back over and get other GCs involved to handle that. So really it just makes us very versatile, and it allows us to open up a huge book of services to make sure all your best needs are met.
A lot of roofing companies gone out of business, getting bought up right now, and they're doing that because when they get the phone call, they literally don't go to the person's house. They get an aerial photo of the roof, and they call up and say, okay, we're going to put a new roof on. Not your strategy at all.
Not at all. It just happened yesterday with me. Yeah, the homeowner was surprised I showed up, and I'm glad I did, because there were so many little intricacies about the roof that had to be addressed to make a proper scope of work. So we're big believers in showing up, doing a proper inspection, making sure that we're going to address everything so there's no surprises on the back end.
With my house, we were able to file an insurance claim thanks to you guys, really. You helped me through that process. Sometimes you can't file an insurance claim. For the people who have to pay, do you have payment plans available that make it really simple?
Absolutely. Financing is a real thing out there. It's a useful tool. It's a way for us to not only get your roof done, completed, but you can defer all your money issues until the next year, and then we can still get your roof done in real time.
Thank you guys for all you did for me, all you've done for our audience here. Do yourself a favor, check out Universal Roof and Contracting right now.
The best of Central Florida, Justin's Choice, is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
When I think about innovators in real estate, I immediately think about Alicia Lopez, Ocala Realty World. Here's why I think of you as an innovator. It's because when I walk into your brokerage, I've been in a lot of real estate brokerages over my career, there's a different feeling, you have a different vibe. It's a vibe of happiness, a collaboration, really. How have you created that atmosphere?
I just love our people. I love our customers, I love our agents, and they just feel it when they come through the door. So
don't you think the way that you treat your agents that work there for you really exudes onto your customers as well? Because that's what I see.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yes.
And another thing I feel like you've been innovative about is this show, obviously based in Orlando. We're broadcast obviously throughout Ocala too. But for you to start thinking about the people, as the market has gone up, you've started to talk to the people in Orlando about the value and the price differential in Ocala, Marion County versus here, which I think has been innovative as well. And I think it's really taken families from renting an apartment to being able to buy a single family home up in Ocala and throughout Marion County. I think that has been innovative as well. How does it feel for you? Were you trying to jump in?
No, you just let her speak.
Oh, sorry about that. I feel bad now. She's making me feel awful about myself.
No.
How do you feel when you're working with that first-time home buyer who's been in an apartment renting from a landlord, and you show them some houses, you go to that closing table, they own a house, how does that make you feel?
Best feeling in the whole wide world. That whole, it's priceless. It really is. It never gets old.
Price differential, Ocala versus Orlando.
Almost 40% less.
40%. We're talking about being able to pay rent the rest of your life versus actually buy a house. Pretty amazing. Alicia Lopez, Ocala Realty World. Keep innovating, okay?
Thank you.
And if you're looking for a property investment or to live in, QR code right here on the screen, Ocala Realty World. Welcome back to the show. It's time for my favorite portion of the program. It is time for Justin's Choice, and Justin's Choice for Best Innovative Business goes to my wonderful friend, Christopher LaFata, US Solar Connect. Welcome to the show, buddy. How are you?
Very well.
When
Thank
I think
you.
Innovative, I literally think driving down the street and seeing a house with the solar panels, I feel like Elon Musk almost in some ways. You know what? I do. I feel technologically advanced, but solar is doing so much, not just for our society, but for people who have gone solar. We're saving them money as well. What are the benefits of solar?
So the objective of solar is very simple. We want to power your home with the sunlight that hits your roof every day. And the way that we do that is by installing the solar panels on the roof of your home.
You'd think in 2024 we'd be a little further along with solar because we've had sun for what, how many years?
Just a couple years, I think.
I mean, the dinosaurs had sunlight, of course. Why has it taken so long really to get to this point with solar?
Well, it's not so simple, unfortunately, as much as we would like for it to be. There's a lot of regulatory concern about solar and how solar operates. Specifically, one of the big topics is the process of net metering, which is the overall process of the solar panels generating electricity and sending it back to the utility company. I know that sounds like a strange and slightly counterintuitive mechanism, but it's the way that solar works, and they store that electricity for you as an energy credit so that you can recall it at a later time, perhaps in the evening when you need more electricity to power your home.
Right. I have gone solar and I love it. You wouldn't believe how much I'm saving on my electricity bill. So much so that I have a QR code on the screen right now that will connect you directly with Chris to come to your house for free. This is no obligation, and see how much money he can save for you every single month. But it's more than just putting solar panels on my house, Chris. It's really a full energy efficiency analysis of my entire home.
It is indeed. So when we come out to your home, we're not going to jump straight to how many solar panels can we fit on your roof and so forth. First, we want to do an energy audit on the house. See why you're consuming the amount of electricity that you are consuming. And sometimes, and quite frequently, we find something in the home, such as your insulation or your air conditioning unit, that we can perhaps replace or upgrade that will start the process of making your home more energy efficient.
Yeah, it's a process, really. And if someone's just trying to call you on the phone and say, oh, put all these panels up, I don't think they're doing you justice and your home justice. It's way more than that. It's really the entire home, the energy efficiency of such. And there are a lot of plans, I think, for paying this over time. I mean, everyone doesn't have to just stroke some big check right out of the gate.
No, in fact, most homeowners don't stroke a check at all, at least not up front. There's multiple ways that you can finance solar or purchase solar or just go solar without doing either one of those through a lease program.
Yeah.
And there's also quite a few government incentives that assist you in this process and make solar, will overall make more sense.
And also it helps on the taxes at the end of the year still too.
It does, it does. So solar does currently allow for a 30% federal tax incentive as something that you can apply for at the end of the year.
And I know tax advice, you're not giving that, but
No.
I can tell you from my point of view, I love having solar, I really do. But that year after I got it, when I filed my taxes, it made a huge difference. It was crazy.
Indeed. You're going to want to consult with a tax professional so that you understand, but the incentive is very large, and most residential homeowners qualify for that incentive.
Great job. Christopher LaFata, US Solar Connect. Great job as always, man.
Thank you.
Look, you have to do yourself a favor. She yelled at me for that the other day. QR code here, phone number on the screen, website here. You have them come to your house right now. You won't regret it. Trust me. Great job.
Thanks.
I'm glad you survived, by the way. I was worried about that bike issue there for a moment.
I would love to bike.
Thank you. Wonderful work. Great job to our amazing crew. Thank you. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.